Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're here today to discuss Detective Pikachu. So if you have not watched the movie and you would like to see it without being spoiled first, this is your moment to click off of this page or stop the video. Also, I have Bear down here. You might see him swatting at my fingers at some point, and I'm going to try and keep him entertained. So yeah, let's get into it. So I watched Detective Pikachu before Christmas, and then I want to make a video, but then I didn't have the chance to make the video for a bit. I went on a camping trip, which was great, and yeah, then I've been busy, and so now we're getting around to it. We are making a video on Detective Pikachu. So a little bit of background. I guess it was kind of late 2023. I started watching. I'd never seen Pokemon before. Never watched Pokemon. I started watching some episodes in the first season. I never got very far into it. I would like to go and finish it at some point, but I only have watched around 10 episodes, maybe like 12, but like 10 to 15. Not very many episodes. But I know like a little bit about it. Like I got the general gist of the show. And you do see quite a bit of Pokemon even in just watching just a few episodes. They try to like slowly introduce you to Pokemon because it's a kids show, and so you're trying to teach the kids like all the names of these Pokemon and their different stages, because the different stages give the Pokemon different names. But it's helpful that the Pokemon are always like repeating their names, like that's how they talk. I think that's just to help you remember what the names of all these Pokemon are. But it's also kind of cute because they all say it in like very differently. Gosh, I can't speak. So that's kind of cool. Anyways, first impressions of the movie, I very much liked it. From the onset of the movie, I was recognizing Pokemon, and they kind of brought in Pokemon from the beginning, the middle, kind of the end of the show, the Pokemon show, like all the different seasons. They were bringing Pokemon in from everywhere. It wasn't just like the old stuff. Some of it was newer, and some of it was from the very original season, because I recognized Pidgeotto. I did, and I definitely recognized other... Ow, Bear, he is biting my finger. I apologize. Yeah. Can't bite fingers when making a video. No. So it was kind of nice that even someone who knew very little about Pokemon in general could still like recognize stuff, and very enjoyable overall. And I think they crafted the story really well. I definitely did not see... Okay, Bear, I know. It's a finger. I moved it. I'm sorry. I definitely did not see the plot twist coming. Like, oh my gosh, the villain. Like, I was definitely set on it being the sun. I totally believed it, and then it wasn't, and I was like, I definitely should have seen this coming. Like, it's very cliche of movie stories to make you think like, oh yeah, this is the bad guy, says the bad guy, trying to convince you that it's someone else, right? That's his scapegoat. And I fell for it. I think they did it really well, and I totally believed it. I also really enjoyed Ryan Reynolds voicing Pikachu for the better part of the movie. It was really good. He did a fantastic job. And, I don't like all of Ryan Reynolds' movies, but he's pretty funny. Like, he's a very talented actor. Very talented. I haven't seen Daredevil, but I don't think it would be my cup of tea. This is not my kind of movie, so I definitely would not like all of Ryan Reynolds' stuff. But on the general, he's a very good actor. Ouch, Bear. Yes. Bear, do you want to make an appearance? Do you want to say hi to people? Come here. Say hi! I'm the one biting Serena's fingers always. Yep, see, he wants to... Yeah. he wants to bite and suck. I still have not broken him of the sucking habit. I can't even say that I'm working on it because I have not gotten him a specific toy to start to suck on instead of my fingers. But that is okay. I just try to stop him when he does it. Okay, let's keep going. Also, I shouldn't forget to mention that, my stomach is growling. I very much liked about Detective Pikachu the fact that the whole movie is not based on battling. Like, they found a way to get away from that. Because, like, from what I see of the shows, and I think all the shows are just kind of very much focused on battling Pikachu. And yes, there was still, like, a Pikachu battle arena that they had in there, but that wasn't the main focus of the show. Whereas it seems like the older shows, at least the first season, which is what I'm in, is focused on, getting to these big tournaments. Like, I need to battle Pikachu so I can I need to battle Pokemon so I can collect more Pokemon so I can become, like, the most epic Pokemon trainer. And so there were still echoes of that. Like, the main character, when he was a kid, he wanted to be a Pokemon trainer, and then he got away from that. And there was still the battle arena where he was telling Pikachu, like, this is what you need to do. Do this attack because it'll help you win. So I still thought that the echoes were cool, and I very much thought that the movie was refreshing in creating something new, creating something that's still in the world that is, not focused on what everything else is focused on. Like, let's make a movie that is about a detective. It was cool, and I very much enjoyed it. I think that was one of the big pluses for the movie, was that they were doing something different than everything else in the Pokemon universe. Yeah. So I will say the one thing I did not like about the movie was the ending. And, I am all for happy endings. Like, I obviously did not like the end of Game of Thrones. I prefer more on the side of happy endings, but this was too picture perfect. It was too much of a happy ending, You want things to work out, but I think it would have been more powerful if the dad had not come back. What is the main character's name? I can't remember. Oof, that's bad. Well, if the main character had not gotten his dad back, I think that would have been more, developmental for his character. Now, granted, he was able to, choose to stay with his dad when before he didn't want anything to do with his dad. But I think the having thought that he did lose his dad was almost enough for him to overcome that anyways. He was very much wanting to find his dad. You could tell that he cared. And yeah, I just, the ending was a bit underwhelming. I thought that it was too easy for Mewtwo to just, oh yes, I merged Pikachu and your dad in order to save your dad's life, which that's never really explained at all. I don't know how that is saving his life because he still has a very human body. I mean, I guess he merged the human body with Pikachu and it wasn't just a mental merge. Because, where did his body go? So it must have been physical form merged together, and then it's just Ryan Reynolds is the one that's conscious and not Pikachu. And they both get amnesia. So, it just seemed too perfect. And they didn't even show Mewtwo taking Ryan Reynolds out of Pikachu. Just oh yeah, I'll fix it. Scene cut. Boy walks up to father. Oh, hey, Dad. How's it going? yeah, I don't know. It was underwhelming. I wish they had done it differently. Maybe Ryan Reynolds was stuck inside of Pikachu, you know, and they were stuck together. And maybe, you know, they learned to both be conscious, you know, because I guess that would be unfair to Pikachu to, for the rest of his life, not have control of his body or anything. Maybe they would learn to like coexist in one body. But I don't know. It very much seemed too picture perfect. I would have preferred for Ryan Reynolds and Pikachu to stay together in one form. Or, you know, at least have the personality is all that's left of Ryan Reynolds and it's stuck inside of Pikachu. Something like that, you know? That way it's not a perfect happy ending. And then the main character could have gone on to replace his dad at the police department with Pikachu as his sidekick. Because he's kind of gotten to, you know, I think he kind of likes all the detective work. I mean, even though it's like stressful and he almost died several times, you know, I think he enjoys it way more than his, what did he have, an insurance job? Yeah, he could not go back to the insurance job at all. And, you know, I think that was part of him staying in Rhyme City is like, I can't fathom even going back to that job. It wasn't just about staying with dad. It's like, I can't go back to my old life because that is in the hero's journey. That's like the last stage. It's like he goes back to his ordinary world, but the ordinary world is changed. So no one's hunting him anymore. No one's trying to kill him. And there's not this huge mystery to solve, but he can't go back to the way that things were before. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it. And Bear wants a hug. Hi, buddy. Let me know what you guys think. If you watched it, let me know if you actually liked the ending. I did. I liked the better part of the movie. I just kind of wish the ending had been a little, you know, not so perfect. A little more harder for the characters. So let me know what you think. If you haven't watched the movie, go watch the movie. I definitely recommend. I'm not unrecommending the movie. I liked it. Go watch the movie and then come back and let me know what you thought. And also let me know if you guys like these videos on movies and shows and my thoughts on them. I like doing them. Let me know if you like them too, and maybe we can continue. I already have a thought for another one. I watched the movie Howl's Moving Castle last night, and I really enjoyed it. Even though I've read the book and the movie are different, I still enjoy the movie. So I think I'm going to do a video on that. So stay tuned for it, and let me know if you like these kind of videos, and maybe I can find ways to do more. So yeah, bye. Bear, say bye. Say bye. No, look at the camera. Okay, you're going to look at me. I know. Okay, we're going to go cuddle with Bear for a little bit. Bye, guys.